Hey everyone, good evening. It's Shay Seeking. Welcome to the channel or welcome back. Um, I'm just here showing you guys a little bit of a clip here. I know that there's a lot of people that get, laughed at or bullied or shunned or talked about because we're seeing things differently than everyone else is seeing them. I thought this was very interesting because I just was talking to someone about this shooting today because I try to stay away from these things because I can pretty much sniff them out and see them for what they are as soon as I lay eyes on these. What we're talking about is like false flags, hoax, psyop, whatever you want to call these things that the mainstream media, okay, and the people that are probably in charge or own these stations need to put forth agendas sometimes in order to get us to follow along with something. If I didn't think that this was totally wrong and that I was maybe seeing something, I'm not afraid to be the one to bring it forth and look like a fool because 90% of the people that I am connected to on my social media platforms are maybe they don't consider themselves as woke. They're just regular people or they're still in the game. And then there's a small percentage of people on my platform that are woke. Okay, so they say usually, each one teach one, knowledge is, unity and all this other stuff. And we put these things together and most of the time people, and I think a lot of people do choose to stay in their lane and only share with people like them. But in this case, I just want to ask everybody, whether you call yourself woke or not, I just want to ask you what you're seeing in this image right here. Now, I was doing a quick scroll down Instagram and I came across this video. And like I told you, I was already talking to someone about this shooting earlier and how them running around and the helicopters and everything. And it just looks like so much is going on. And some stuff just looked out of whack, right? And one thing was, I'm thinking, why are they showing us this going on by this car and what's really going on? Now, I'm not telling you that I think I know exactly why they're doing these things or what the outcome is. I'm just telling you that something ain't right. So this is one of my little inserts that I put here that I'm going to start doing on the channel. I did one years ago when it came to that Kanika thing. And I actually still have one from the Kanika thing that I have not even put out yet. It's just so eerie that I just don't even want to put it out there. But yeah, so I'm someone that analyzes. I have some stuff that was unseen when it comes to even the I guess it's not right for me to be telling you about it when I didn't, but I might put them out in the future. I'm just on a whole nother thing now. But even when it comes to Sandra Bland, I caught something on the image, the film there. So anyways, today we're talking about this, what I think is a psyop, and we're gonna go ahead and see what you guys think about this. Now, this is just my video to back up my soul siblings, the ones that are bringing truth, knowledge, and empowering other people and waking those up. We're passing on the baton and waking people up and letting them just pay attention to what's going on in this realm, right? And how we're being connected or something is we're being sourced out to a different realm and being able to point these things out and showing them to you. So we're going to look at this clip and I want to know what you think about it. I ended up getting this clip from the real Bailey 241 on Instagram. And I don't know, I think they were reposting it from somebody else's page, but the point is that we have it here and we're just going to take a little quick look at it. Now, people is catching on to what's going on with these false flags, and I love it. I love how people are putting themselves out there and going ahead and showing things like this, because once you can see this one time, it might wake you up for the rest of the times. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like using your sight and your knowledge in order to, like I said, pass on the torch or the baton to other people that may be on the fence about being woke or paying attention to these things or thinking that they're false flags. And, this might be able to get them over. That's what we do on this channel with his story, with the Bible, and with all that. So let's go ahead and play the video, and I want to know what you think. They're walking away. I'm going to let it play one more time. You tell me what you see. All right. Now this time, I'm going to go ahead and kind of lead you through, because if you cannot see it on your own here, I'm going to just point out some things that I think when I showed it to other people in my household, that they thought they saw something, but they couldn't tell until I told them these things. Okay. So this person that's recording is pointing. They're pointing at these two people that are running up to the car. Now, when they get here, okay, you see two cops there. Now, there's somebody that just walked past here, whatnot. There's this cop. Oh, there's this cop here. And then there's a cop here, and then there's someone that's going to walk past here. Now, let's watch real closely what's going on right here, because you don't see any blood or anything dripping here. We don't see any blood here. If this person is shot, there's no blood dripping anywhere. So this is what I'm saying. We're on to these things. So this is the kind of stuff that can wake up a lot of people if they're not afraid to see what is going on in to have the truth laid out on them, or shown to them in a sense. A lot of people are dealing with cognitive dissonance, and they're not going to see it because they don't want to see it. Okay. But maybe it's not for everyone to see. Like I always say, my videos ain't for everybody. It's for those of us that are already intertwined into this awakening. Okay. So you might be seeing things on a different level than someone else would be. Now let's go ahead and look. What is he pulling out of his pocket? Why his arm don't have no blood on it at first? Why is it being blurred? Now all of a sudden he has blood on his arm. He jumps in the car. You see blood on the ground. Okay. Again, they come over here. He's pulling something out of his pocket here. Okay. This guy is kind of blurred right here. You see, that's funny how they're even blurring that like that. I mean, it might just be the foggy UFO style recordings that they have. I mean, I guess it's this day and age, and we can't get a good, it might be because it's been transferred over and people's breaking it down and stuff like that. But all this technology, and we can't get it right, right? So right here, we see no blood traveling behind them. His arm doesn't even have any blood on it at first. Now, you can go back and rewind this and look at it how you want to. There's no blood. It's kind of blurred out here, but he's definitely taking something out of his pocket, and he's definitely squirting something here, and he puts it on his arm, and there's definitely after that blood dripping down, supposedly with something that would look like blood. Now, let's keep looking. There we go. There's no blood here. There's no blood on his arm at all. He takes this out of his pocket. He brings his arm forth in front of his chest. He squeezes something on this dude's arm. He's like, okay. It's like they're playing a game of tag or something. Like, this is so obvious, I just can't even believe it. So here we go. Blurred stuff. Something's going on that's real blurry right here. This is kind of blurry. This is kind of blurry, but not as blurry as what's going on right here, right? So watch. There's nothing on the ground until he takes whatever this is and squeezes it or plants it in his arm, whatever he's going to do with it. But you guys seen it with your own eyes. Look, now you see stuff dripping. Now you see stuff dripping, and he jumps in the car. What is this? We'll watch it one more time without me speaking. Now, I'm not telling you why they're doing this. I cannot for the life of me tell you that I know for a fact that they're doing this in order to trick us. When stupid shit like this happens on the screen, I'm thinking they're doing it to mock us or make fun of us when things like this go wrong in their little staged events, okay? I just don't know what to think. I don't know if they want us to see that this stuff is fake, and so they're slipping us these clues. I don't know if they're just really getting really messy with it, if they don't give a damn if you know or not. If the fact that those of us that are speaking truth, people already think you're crazy, so they don't want to listen to what you have to say when it comes to this. But again, we all seen what just occurred there. This seems like something out of a staged event, a movie, or some kind of drill or something. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even when the cop on the side of the car gets shot by whoever was in the building, it just didn't look right to me. And why are we being able to see this? You know what I'm saying? They're hovering over, and we just happen to be there when a shot rings out and a cop just gets shot and falls to the ground like this. This is too much for me. Normally, you don't see that. They can't even keep up with the own way that they've been deceiving us with the news and with the mainstream media all this time. Do you see what I'm saying? So I'm just not sure if they're doing this on purpose for us to see, so that we can start waking up to the fact that they're lying to us. I don't know I'm just saying, I just don't know what it is. I can't tell you why they're doing it. So I'd like to hear your comments down below. I'm not somebody that can decipher everything. I'm just someone that sees things and I point them out. In this case, I know that there's other people like me out there that are watching vigilantly, and they're picking up these things and they're bringing them to people, and people don't want to believe them. And I don't like that. So I'm going to go ahead and emphasize on these events when people put them out there in order to pass the stuff around. Now, who knows? They might not even have these images out tomorrow for you to see. So, hopefully you or someone that will see it. Share the video, share it with everybody, show people what's going on. We can't continue to let these people pull on our heartstrings if most of these things that they're doing are staged events. And believe me, there is a such thing as crisis actors. These are things you're going to have to look up on your own. But in this case, we see with our own eyes. If you look very carefully with these things, you will be able to see what this is. And that's what I'm saying. We're just going to see that this might be something that has been scripted or something that is a staged event. Why? I don't know. What? I don't know. But that makes me very suspicious. And I just want to say that something ain't right. I'll see you guys soon.